Today we're going to be breaking down Week 12 in the NFL, and I'm going to go through game by game and give you my predictions for who will win and why. The schedule is being shown on the screen as of now. There are 16 games this week as no teams are on a bye. The first 8 I will be breaking down in this video. There will be a part 2 posted shortly after breaking down the next 8. Getting into this week's schedule, there are many key matchups starting on Thursday night as there are 3 games as it is Thanksgiving. Everybody get your turkey, get your food in as it's going to be a great day of football. The first game up will be the Lions-Vikings game at 12:30. This game is huge for both teams as both teams come in at 6-4. The Lions, having already beaten the Vikings a couple weeks prior, 22-16 in overtime, are looking to sweep the Vikings in this NFC North matchup as the winner of this team will take sole possession of first place in the division heading into crunch time in the NFL season. My prediction is the Vikings to win this game 20-17. My basis is this: the Vikings have lost 4 out of their last 5. They need to rebound if they want to make the playoffs, and I believe their offense, which has struggled lately, can score enough points and outscore the Lions, as the Vikings defense, I think, holds the Lions to 17 and the Vikings score 20, giving them a 3-point win and sending them to the top of the NFC North. Next up, we have the Washington Redskins visiting the Dallas Cowboys. Washington coming to this game are 6-3-1, whereas the Cowboys are 9-1 on a 9-game winning streak. Cowboys have already beaten Washington in Washington early in the year on a late Alfred Morris rushing touchdown score of 27-23 as Dak Prescott got his first win as a professional in the NFL. I am a Dallas Cowboys fan, that's something to note, but I try my best to be unbiased. And with that said, I actually have the Redskins pulling off the upset 38-30 in Big D. Getting into why I believe that, most importantly, the number one reason I believe that is I believe this defense of the Cowboys has been overshadowed by our offense. I think our defense, maybe not overshadowed, I think it's been hidden by our offense. I don't think our defense is very good, especially now that we've lost Morris Claiborne, Barry Church, and our other starting quarterback, Orlando Scandrick, has been dealing with injuries. I believe Kirk Cousins, Jamison Crowder, Jordan Reed can put up points against this defense and keep our offense, who will still score 30, but I don't think our offense will dominate the time of possession as we do. And I think the Redskins will put up points on the way to a 38-30 victory. I still believe the Cowboys will win the division, make the playoffs, and we'll see what they do from there. I just don't believe the Cowboys can run the table and win every game. And with that said, I think the Redskins win a game, and I think this is the game Cowboys lose. Following the Cowboys-Redskins game, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers visiting the Indianapolis Colts. Both teams come into this record at 5-5 and in second place in their respective division. So this is a big game towards each team's playoff push. But big news broke shortly after last weekend's games. Star quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts, Andrew Luck, is in concussion protocol and most likely will not play this game. This video is being recorded on a Wednesday and he has not been cleared, and it looks like he will not play this game. With that being said, Scott Tolzien at quarterback doesn't give me the confidence with the Colts to beat this team. Even with Andrew Luck, I still wouldn't have seen the Colts beating the Steelers, but without Andrew Luck, this game will just, in my opinion, be boring. Andrew Luck just makes games interesting. Even when he loses, it's just interesting. I don't know if it's just me. I'm not a Colts fan. I don't watch every game. But whenever I see Andrew Luck play, it's a close game. One team is coming back. It's exciting. And all of that is just gone without him. See the Steelers winning easily, 28-6, 28-10, 28-7, 31-7. You get the deal. Steelers plus 2-3 touchdowns. Don't give the Colts much of a chance. Scott Tolzien, you're not very good. Steelers win. They get an easy break. Enjoy their Thanksgiving dinner. Take care of the Colts. Colts 5-6. Steelers 6-5. Let's move on. Next up, we have the 5-6 Tennessee Titans visiting the 2-8 Chicago Bears. Tennessee losing a close one last week to the 5-5 Colts, falling to third place in the division as they were just starting to build up steam, and some of their fans thought they could go and win this division. They suffered a setback last week against the Colts, but I feel like they will get back on track and take care of the 2-8 Bears quite comfortably with a scoreline of about 28-13. With that being said, the Chicago Bears, who come into this game at 2-8, reports are that Jay Cutler will miss this game, that he might even be out for the season, and that's why I only see them scoring 10-13 points. With Jay Cutler, contrary to what people think, I believe he's a pretty good quarterback, and I think with Jay Cutler, they would have a chance in this game and might even pull off an upset because their defense is kind of underrated, and I think the offense, if everybody was healthy, Jeffrey suspended, but Jordan Howard's nice out the backfield. Zach Miller, who just got injured, he's nice. I think if they had all their weapons, the Bears could pull off the upset. But without Jay Cutler, without Zach Miller, without Alshon Jeffrey, don't think the Chicago Bears have enough on offense to score more than 10-13 points. And I see the Titans winning this game 28-13 in Chicago, bringing them back up to 500. Moving on, we have the 2-8 Jacksonville Jaguars going to Buffalo to take on the 5-5 Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills coming off a nice win against the talented yet stuttering Cincinnati Bengals team with a score of 16-12. The Shady McCoy, I believe, came out that game with a little bit of an injury. Reports are he's ready to go against the Jacksonville Jaguars on Sunday, 1 o'clock kickoff. And with Shady McCoy, with Tyrell Taylor, and also with Sammy Watkins returning to practice, I don't think he'll feature in this game. But I still think without him, the Bills take care of business at home against the Jacksonville Jaguar team that, to me, has underperformed. When you hear the Jaguars, you think of a bad team. But if you look at their roster, especially defensively, they are talented. Offensively as well, they are talented. My thing with the Jacksonville Jaguars, and you guys will come to know this about me, I do not like Blake Bortles. I did not like him when he was drafted. Thought he was reach when he was drafted. I even like Johnny Manziel over him. And I know Manziel's out of the league, but Bridgewater, Carr, Manziel, I thought were all better prospects. Yes, Manziel hasn't panned out, but Bortles was a reach. I think he is holding this team back. And I think Buffalo at home takes care of business of the Jaguars in another low-scoring game, about 20-13. Buffalo wins. Up next, we have a very interesting, in my opinion, AFC North matchup between the 3-6-1 Bengals and the 5-5 Ravens. Both teams are coming off losses. Ravens to the 9-1 Cowboys, and the Bengals to the previously mentioned 5-5 Buffalo Bills. Bengals probably the more disappointed of the two, as Ravens was beaten, I feel, by a better team, while the Bengals, I think, were beaten by an equally, if not lesser talented team than them. But as people have been muttering and the media has been chattering about, I believe Marvin Lewis needs to be fired. He's been there long enough. This team is too talented, not only to be 3-6-1, but to not have won a playoff game in the last 10, I believe 14 years is ridiculous. They are way too talented of a team. You have people like the Redskins who have won playoff games, and the Cincinnati Bengals haven't. But apart from that, in this game, I see the Bengals losing, and my number one reason is AJ Green's injured. And without AJ Green, Sanu's left, Eifert's been up and down, Bengals can't run the ball. I see the Bengals losing this game in Baltimore. Another low-scoring game, but I see this one is 20-17. Ravens win. Following that AFC North matchup, we have the 4-5-1 Arizona Cardinals visiting the 6-4 Atlanta Falcons. Falcons coming off a bye week. They rested up, needed after I believe they lost. I don't think I remember who to, but I think they lost going into the bye week, which kind of stunted some of the momentum that they had, as people were talking about early in the season Atlanta being Super Bowl contenders. Matt Ryan was up for MVP. Julio Jones was in Offensive Player of the Year talks. And I still think the Falcons are a good team, but I think they've died down recently. And as for the Cardinals, this season has been a mess. 4-5-1. They went from Super Bowl contenders to teams that I don't even think will make the playoffs. And in this game, I see Atlanta at home taking care of business. And to me, officially ending the Cardinals season. If Cardinals lose this game, which has pretty much been done already, this season's done for them. And I don't see them winning this game in Atlanta. Matt Ryan, Julio Jones take care of business. 31-20 Falcons. The last game we're going to be breaking down in this video, as this video is only part 1 of 2, only breaking down 8 of the 16 games. The rest will be broken down in part 2. Getting into this game, it is the 7-3 New York Football Giants visiting the 0-11 Cleveland Browns. What less can be said about the Browns? They're 0-11. Hugh Jackson, first-year head coach, has made some head-scratching decision, as I actually have predicted to win a couple games. I thought they would win the Dolphins game, lost in overtime. Thought they would win the Jets game, up at half, lost. Thought they would win the Ravens game, up at half, lost. I am done picking the Browns. I see the Giants at 7-3 going into Cleveland and winning a game and putting pressure on the Cowboys/Redskins, who face off 2 days prior, which will be tomorrow, as this game is on Sunday. I see the Giants moving to 8-3. Eli Manning, Odell Beckham, just too much for this terrible Browns defense. I see the Giants winning this game 28-10, as RG3 has returned to practice but will not play this game, and I believe when he does, I do think Cleveland might sneak a game and not finish 0-16. But if I'm a Cleveland Browns fan, you might go 0-16. Just prepare. And with that, this video is over. Part 1 of my Week 12 predictions. Comment your predictions down below, as all these predictions can be found in the description box. Leave a comment, like the video, share the video, as this is my first video on YouTube. If you want me to do more, I'll be happy to. I might even start doing reviews of the game straight after the game. And yeah, overall, hope you like this video. Make sure to subscribe and be on the lookout. Part 2 will be up, probably simultaneous as this one goes up.